Now I wanted to kind of give you a snapshot of some of the cities here in the area to kind of give you an idea of the cities, kind of the house prices, and kind of just the cities in general. So I'll start off with Boulder, Colorado. Boulder is probably one of the most beautiful cities in the United States. Very picturesque. It's primarily a valley that's surrounded by mountains. And the mountains we call the Flatirons. You'll see a lot of pictures of Boulder with the rocks going up, and those are called the Flatirons. And they're just extremely beautiful. The city of Boulder is also the home to the University of Colorado. The main campus for CU is in Boulder. About 30,000 students will come to Boulder every year in August. Because of the university, the city has a very vibrant lifestyle, a very vibrant, good energy. And so when you think about that with Boulder, the university is definitely a big part of the city. Another big reason why Boulder is really attractive to people is the open space and the trails. Lots of open space, lots of trails for hiking, mountain biking, jogging, and for people of all ages that take advantage of it. I know somebody recently who moved here, and she was telling me about a running club that she joined, and she said everybody in the running club, they're all, you know, in their 60s, and they're out there running and doing really well. So the Boulder is every May in Memorial Day, very popular 10K race. And so with the open space, the trails, one of the things about Boulder, they've done a great job over the years in protecting their open space aggressively. So they bought up a lot of the outlying areas in the city, the green belt. So it's also one of the reasons why house prices keep going up over the years in Boulder, because there's just not any land left for new development within the valley. Boulder, Colorado is also known for its restaurants. There are a lot of great restaurants, a wide variety of restaurants. The Flagstaff House is a true 4-star restaurant located on the top of Flagstaff Mountain, and it has spectacular views. You can see all the way east to Denver, and it's a very nice restaurant. A lot of people go there for special occasions. And if you saw on TV recently, they had one of those reality Top Chef competitions, and the winner from that was Hosea Rosenberg, and he is from Jack's Fish House, located right in the heart of Boulder. If you're thinking about buying a house in Boulder, the price range in Boulder right now is probably about $600,000 to $700,000 at the minimum, if you're looking for a nice house with at least three bedrooms, 2 baths, ideally a 2-car garage in a nice neighborhood. They'll generally start in that range, but what you'll see in Boulder is that some of these houses are going to be in neighborhoods where they're going to be maybe more rentals, they're going to be a little bit more run down, so they require a lot of updating. I think nowadays I take a lot of buyers to Boulder, and if you're thinking about buying a house, I think you really need to look at a minimum of about $700,000 and in that price range. So it's always a little bit of a challenge when you're looking at buying in Boulder if you're not prepared to spend that kind of money. I think good value right now in Boulder is in that 800 and 900 and above, just based on the fact with the economy the way it is, there's just not as many buyers now looking in that price range. So you'll see probably a little bit more inventory in that price range, where as before you didn't. Another city is Louisville, Colorado, and Louisville is just east of Boulder, just a few miles. Small city of about 19,000 people. It was named number 1 on Money Magazine's Best Places to Live list of 2009. We can always tell who is not from this area when they say Louisville, like Louisville, Kentucky. We say Louisville, and the reason it's Louisville is that the founder of Louisville named the city after himself. His first name is Louis, so it's pretty funny. when you look at Louisville, you look at the reason why it's gotten a lot of the accolades over the past few years. Money Magazine has recognized it 3 times in the last 5 to 6 years. Somebody wrote a book a couple years ago and said Louisville was the #1 place in the country to raise a family. But I think the charm of Louisville is the fact that it has a nice old town area, has a cute little downtown, has all the things that you look for in a city. It has its own library, its own recreation center, senior center, open space, lots of trails. People really get out and about here. And also excellent schools, really good public schools here in Louisville. So if you're thinking about looking at homes in Louisville, you're probably looking at for an entry level, a starter home is probably going to be in the low to mid 300s right now. And good value in Louisville is probably going to be in that 450 range and above. The challenge when you look in Louisville is that the demand is pretty high and the inventory is pretty low. So there's just not as many people that move here once they move in. So that's going to cause you to have a little bit of, like I said, challenge finding a place, and the prices are going up. The other city close by is Lafayette, Colorado. And Lafayette, Colorado is a great city in its own right. Louisville has gotten a lot of the attention over the past few years, but Lafayette has everything that you look for in a city. It's a small city. It has its own downtown area, has excellent services with its own library, its own rec center, has good public schools, lots of parks, open space, trails, close to everything in the area. So again, it has really everything that you're looking for in this area. One of the best golf courses that you'll find here is Indian Peaks Golf Course, and Indian Peaks is located in Lafayette, and a lot of the golfers that like to get out quite a bit, Indian Peaks is one of their favorite spots to play. If you're thinking about a house in Lafayette, entry level is going to be in that 200 to 240 range to find a starter home. I helped some buyers earlier this year, and they bought a house in that 230 range. They were first-time buyers. They had moved here from Minnesota, and so they're very happy to move into Lafayette. Good value in Lafayette right now is going to probably be in the 350 to 450 range, and there are some neighborhoods in Lafayette where some high-end neighborhoods where you'll see houses that are above $5 million. So there are some all the way from the low end to the high end.